Welcome back to the Game Dev Breakdown podcast. It's time for our second weekly show. It's the weekend, so it's time to talk about news, new releases, sales, just fun stuff around the web. And tonight I am very happy to have my buddy John Schiber with us. He is a contributor to my other podcast, Next Gen Nerds, with Lineup Media. He's an avid PC gamer, and we're going to talk about what we're playing right now. We're going to look at some news stories, and we're just going to shoot the breeze for a while, and hopefully you'll have as much fun as we did. So I won't hold us up. Let's get right to my chat with John. But first, sorry, you knew there was a but first. I just want to do a quick plug for Amazon.com, our main sponsor for the podcast. If you guys want a free way to support the show, just consider starting your next Amazon.com trip over at CodeWritePlay.com, where we have convenient banners on the right side, on the top of the page, several locations where you can click through to Amazon, and a percentage of what you buy there will go back to support the show without costing you any additional money whatsoever. It's free, it's easy, we appreciate it so much. Amazon.com. All right, hey John, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well, Sarah. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing okay. For the listeners I have that are not part of a cross-section between listeners of this show and listeners of Next Gen Nerds, you are a friend of mine who I podcast with for Lineup Media. You are a audio engineer, expert, yes. Producer extraordinaire meister.
Yes.
What else should listeners know about you in terms of gaming?
I spend too much time playing games, and I end up taking them too seriously if they're PvP.
A man with deep-seated PvP issues.
Yes, it does cause some PTSD.
So to explain this to you, because I don't think you actually know, the way I've got my show structured right now is during the week, generally I talk about the business side of game development. We dig into stuff like the last one was about Nintendo and their actual launch strategy for consoles, like dating way back to the 80s and how it's impacted the way nobody can get a hold of their shit anymore. So I hesitate to call it a lecture because that doesn't sound like something you would download and listen to in the car. But I just try to deep dive into different topics. And on the weekend, we talk about fun stuff, stupid stuff that's going on Twitter, new releases, sales, things I'm playing and want to comment on. So anything like that. And I thought it'd be fun to bring you in for this weekend show. We can talk about what we're enjoying right now, what you would like to enjoy in the near future. And there are a few news stories that are just so ridiculous. I had to share them with a friend. So I hope you don't mind.
Oh, please. I am so excited about that. Actually, my curiosity is piqued. Can we please do that?
It should be
right now.
I don't think we'll be disappointed. First, real quick, you tell me what you're playing, how you're enjoying it, and I'll do the same for you.
Absolutely. Currently, I have a very large gaming library over the years, and it's growing. And then I did that humble bundle $12 monthly thing, and then all of a sudden, that's like
you're
having
doing the monthly
babies
thing?
Like rabbits.
Wow.
And
how do you like that?
I got it to get a specific game one month. I was like, man, I want to get this Total War game I've been interested in. And I was like, well, I can get it for $12 if I sign up for this monthly thing. And then the next one came out. Man, I've gotten I think each month has been $300 worth of games or something like that.
Oh my God.
And it's insane. I have NBA 2K17. I've got another copy of Dirt Rally that I don't need. It's like, whoa. But anyways, so with all these game libraries that I have a few core ones that I come back to, and like playing Overwatch a lot on PC. Love it. Occasionally play PlayerUnknown Battleground with some buddies. I'm not as big of a fan of that as they are. I feel like they need to finish one of these games so that it's a game and it plays like a game.
Right.
That's a different subject. And then the sleeper, though, and the thing that might surprise some people that know me or don't know me, is I haven't actually played any of the Arkham Batman games by Rocksteady and Warner Brothers Studio.
Yeah.
So those went on sale on Steam, speaking of sales, this last week, and I noticed it, and I was like, oh, man, and I got all of them. I got Arkham Asylum, I got Arkham City, Arkham Origins, and Arkham Knight for $22.
Oh man, that is a good deal.
Yeah, right. And I was like, oh man, I'm totally doing that. And so I did it, and I'm 90% done with Asylum right now. And I have to tell you, for a game that was released in, what was that, 2009,
A long time
10,
ago. Yeah.
it holds up.
It's
It
killer, yeah.
it works. And the thing that really grabbed me the most about this whole thing is that the storyline is like better than some of the Batman movies I've seen.
Oh yeah, yeah. And
And so,
they've got a phenomenal Joker too, and Mark Hamill.
oh, it's incredible. And it makes you feel like you're in that cartoon, from the 90s.
Oh yeah, it really does.
And that incredible cartoon. So that's what I've been playing my single player time right now, and it's just having a blast.
Those Batman games are so good. I've played all but the most recent one, and I'm working on the most recent one. I actually need to try it on my new PC here. I haven't played it since I got the new PC, and it should run like a dream on there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Which one are you thinking about doing, Asylum or Arkham City?
See, the timeline escapes me. Which is the last one that came out?
Okay, the most recent one is Arkham Knight. And the only reason I know this is because I just bought them.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I popped Arkham Knight in and played it on the on my MacBook, and it didn't run the best on the laptop, and there's no reason it should run that well there. So now that I got my nice new fresh gaming PC, I really need to dig into that and have a good time with it, because everyone complained about the driving in that game, and I love driving. I love driving games.
Yes.
My big thing I'm playing right now is Dirt Rally, because not only did you I convinced you to buy it for PC.
Yes, you did. And I'm so happy you did that. It was like you did the Lord's work for sure.
Except it was a mistake, because you came into like 2 other free copies since then. But
by mistake.
But we both love Dirt Rally. I love the whole Dirt series. I think I started with Dirt 2. No, you know what? That's not true. They have a crash 'em up like like a demolition derby game, which sucks. All the other Dirt games are super cool.
What is that called?
Yeah, I know that's what tripped me up. I can't remember.
Yeah, we'll have to look at that later. I was looking at that though. I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember the name of it.
It's pretty obnoxious actually. But Dirt Rally, I'm playing a ton. I'm playing it so much that I've switched to the full manual controls. So I'm shifting with the clutch, and every great once in a while I'm placing, like I'm progressing through the season or whatever. So I'm having a great time with that. Boy, you said those Batman games. I wanted to mention that Xbox One players, the games with gold, they're okay this month, but one of the deals with gold, where they just discount games that you can buy, they've got all of the Telltale Batman stuff for $10. So right, if you haven't jumped on that series, I would recommend doing that. I haven't yet, but I probably will before they get rid of that deal. So
I've seen and heard enough about it to be like, hey man, it seems pretty cool.
I love Telltale's games, and I really like their people a lot too. That's another team that I've sort of gotten to know a little bit on Twitter, and they're some of the nicest people you could connect with. It cracks me up. You've got that humble deal monthly thing. You said you got NBA 2K 17 or whatever.
Yeah, it was like in the last month.
In that same one, didn't you get Pillars of Eternity with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got the game that I just talked to the guys at Obsidian about. Like that's their big series right now. That was the first one. They're working on the second one right now. So,
right. And I'm anxious to check it out. Cause like right after you got back from your trip and you told me that about, talk to him about Pillars. And I was like, oh yeah, yeah. And then I looked, I'm like, well.
Exactly. I bought that at great cost. So I could go there and speak authoritatively about the game, which I'm glad I did. It's a neat game. I was just going to say, I'm interested in seeing how the second one does.
Is it like Baldur's Gate or something, or?
There are certain elements to that. It's kind of interesting because you make your character, and it's got a real deep character generation system, and it's a party RPG, but you have like a minute when an enemy comes on screen to come up with a plan. So it's deep strategy, and then the action all happens at once. You have to control everything in the fight. It's not turn-based, it's all action. And
interesting.
You sort of queue up moves the way you used to do in Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh, okay,
So
yeah.
it's a little bit of that. So there's sort of an anxiety while the combat's going on, but it's also like very deeply story driven, and it's really neat. And this is one of those rare cases where I completely understand the choice to do crowdfunding. They started this with a
Mhm.
Kickstarter campaign, and I know not a lot of publishers would let them do that, but
Hmm.
they came out triumphant on the other side, and they actually did end up shifting over to work with a publisher before the game was done. But they started just community driven, and I don't think it could have come out better. I think it's a great game.
Okay, great. That'll be on my radar once I finish these Batman games.
Yeah, man, makes me want to play those Batman games too. Such
They're
good games.
phenomenal. They're phenomenal. I mean, like I said, I'm only 90% through Arkham Asylum, like I mentioned to you earlier, and but I can still already tell if it gets better than this, it's just they did a great job. I mean, it's just fantastic. The combat system catches flack from players, and they're like, "Ooh, just mash X and you win." But you know what? You know what? Dang it! Sometimes I don't feel like needing to try that hard to be epic in the game. Sometimes you want to be the hero and just walk around the corner feeling like completely unstoppable. And then you're going to wreck these guys. It's just
Yeah.
cool.
Well, people play a game like that and they act like what they want is For Honor's combat system. And then when
Ugh.
For Honor came out, nobody wanted to play
Right. I like
it.
that. I like that combat system, but I could not imagine trying to play a game like that Batman game with, like you're saying, that level of challenge to it. And it's like, there's no way you'd play it. You'd immediately put that down and you'd be like, that's the greatest Batman game ever. And then your Steam history would show that you've played it for 1.2 hours.
Right. Exactly. So, and I rib people about Call of Duty stuff too, because they all want to complain about certain guns and certain strategies and stuff, and the maps like, oh, you're camping here and you're hiding around this corner there. And I'm like, I think what you guys want is to all have the same gun, and the map is a gymnasium where you have no cover. And you just all want to run and point and shoot. And I just bet when things turn south for you, you're still going to have an excuse. You know?
100%. A strategy that I like to do in Player Unknown Battleground has a derogatory term for it,
Oh,
and
imagine.
people hate you. And so what they call you on there, and this is not something you have to bleep out, but it's still they say it to you like a knock, just like they would use racial slurs to you. And so they call you Cod Rusher, and it's a Call of Duty Rusher.
God,
And that means
Rusher.
that you have a 12 gauge shotgun and you ran up on them. I'm like, kid, we beat you. Like, that's a weapon in the game. That's how you would use the shotgun. Like, I don't see what the deal is here. What do you want me to go? Okay, I'll go stand over on that hill. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a shot at you first to let you know I'm there. Then we're going to have an M16 battle where both of our aim is absolutely terrible. So we're going to shoot until someone comes from over this ridge over here where neither of us are looking and kills one of us.
Yeah. I,
It's like, oh, I'm sorry, we'll play that game. I'm sorry.
I think as a gentleman, you're supposed to challenge him to a duel. Private
That's
message
like
him when you sneak up on him.
private. Hey, I see the back of your head, dog. You only got a level 1 helmet on.
So,
That's hilarious.
man, let's bang out some news stories, shall we?
Let's do it.
Okay, so the big thing right now is Sonic Mania. And I
Yeah.
am wearing my Sonic hat, which you've had to stare at and take me seriously for the last 14 minutes already. And I haven't even played this game. I want to so bad, but I haven't yet.
Oh my
I
goodness.
think it's going for like $20 or something like that. It's
Yeah.
on Xbox we would call it an arcade title because
Yep.
it's not like full on whatever, but apparently it's full of great content, and it is the first Sonic game in like 15 years according to Sega that has like immediately had positive ratings from the fans. And so they're like, "Oh, thank you guys so much." And my only feedback about this was like, I don't think you understand the connection between good games and good ratings apparently. Like this, we haven't been flipping a coin for the last decade, and like it just wasn't turning out in your favor. Like you guys made a good game this time.
Yes. Yes. A
So I'm
game
excited
that
about that. There's no bigger Sega fan than me, but
very true.
they haven't been bringing their A game until just now apparently.
Yep. and it just looks phenomenal. The community's excited. This is a Sonic game we've been waiting for a while. The couple of videos I've watched of some advanced copies that got out to people just look fantastic, and I am just so excited. I hope I don't overhype it and ruin it for myself.
Yeah. And the sad thing is seeing a lot of these reviews written by guys who are like, I have to admit, I never played a lot of Sonic as a kid. Like, it was a little before my time or whatever. And it's like, you know what? Shut up.
Exactly. It's I don't remember who it was. Some YouTuber that's famous showed a segment of a guy being like, "Yeah, there's never been any great Sonic games ever." I mean, he literally says that on a live show, and I was like, "What?" Like, I almost made a Tim Allen noise, huh? Or Scooby Doo. I'm like, what? Where have you been, dude? Sonic 2? I mean, what? No great Sonic games. Sonic 2, I don't know if I've played a game from front to back more than the second Sonic game.
I guess the question is, if there had legitimately never been any good games, like, why would they try to be bringing this back? You know?
Man, easy way to refute that. That was excellent. It was excellent.
That's just what comes to mind. Your results may vary. While I was looking at this, I, for the first time, saw this Wild West Online game making headlines, and I'm going to need you to talk me down because this looks very exciting to me.
Yeah.
So help me reel it in a little bit. You say you've been following this for a month or two.
Yes. Yeah. Almost 2 months. It came through on like a sponsored Facebook link. I think because of that game I was telling you about, Eco, that I ended up liking. It's been giving me like, you might like, and it's a lot of survival crafting. And then this came up, and so this Wild West game came up, and it looks super cool. But reading some of the things that they're trying to do, and coming from an age of early access, I don't know the development team. It's not necessarily good or bad, but it seems to me like it's, when you start to read about it, I think you're really going to see what I'm talking about. So right now you'll just have to kind of take my word for it, but it seems really ambitious, and I just hope that it's something that when they put it in a game, they can make sure it's fun. You know, that's
nice.
The best way I'm going to say that. Instead of cramming it in there, let's make sure that it's fun.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's the thing I'm kind of apprehensive about, is that, you know, is this going to be fun? It's they're wanting to get really, really, really detailed with it, and it's something that I kind of want to see games start to go away from a little bit with the survival elements, you know?
Yeah.
It's coming across as another survival crafting game, just with Wild West skins on it. So, I mean, there, I said it.
We'll have to see. And also, will this one stay in development hell for the next, 4 years? I don't know.
See, that's the other thing too, and that's why I was concerned when I see how ambitious it is, wanting to make this giant open world, and they want to have NPCs in there that have very fluid and different and unique type of quests, and I've not seen it pulled off yet by an independent development team in an open world game like this, and it's just not working. When I've seen it implemented from games like 7 Days to Die, a game that I actually enjoyed thoroughly. Yeah. But when they started to introduce NPCs, it's not working out the way that it had on their blog. And some of the video footage I saw of it, I mean, granted, super early, really tough to see how that's going to get fleshed out. But it seemed a tad forced, for lack of a better term.
Okay, fair enough. I think the rest of these are all sort of for fun. The first one I want to start with is, I'll just read you the headline and let you respond to it. Pet the pup at the party takes social anxiety and makes it fun. What are your initial thoughts?
Oh,
very good.
Is this a game?
So. And I feel terrible. This story is by Allegra Frank at Polygon, who was very kind when my my article came out about all of the games that were featured on Clarissa Explains It All. It was a stupid article I wrote for for fun.
I remember now.
It blew up, and like so many like high profile game journalists reshared it. Well, it was the most amazing thing. And then I was like, great, because I have other great ideas. I would love to share them with Polygon or Kotaku and everything. And suddenly everyone clammed up.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, this was by one of those journalists. The story here is that there's this indie game where you are a person with social anxiety, or ostensibly you're just a person who spends their time at a house party not speaking to people but just petting dogs. And this and end of description.
Whoa, okay, I've got a lot of questions.
I will try my best.
What platform is this? PC?
This is both Mac and Windows PC. It is Name Your
Okay.
Price on itch.io.
Name Your Price on itch.io. It's completed?
I don't know if I can answer that. It sounds here like it's a game that's out in the wild.
Wow, I gotta see this. I don't know. I'm like, it's just surprising to me that this is a game. I mean, if people that experience this issue, I mean, it doesn't bother me. There it is. Okay. I mean, I don't have problems with. Oh man. Okay.
This was not the best strategy. I definitely picked something that was going to throw you for a loop.
I am just, oh, wow. Scrolling through this, I just don't even know where to begin with this. What an interesting thing. So it's like you unlock the dogs that you find. So you got to go find them in the party and say hi to them.
It seems like something like that, yeah. This is funny because I could definitely imagine trying this game. This isn't something like, I can't believe someone made. It's not like Shower with Your Dad Simulator or whatever that was.
Oh, no. I try to block something like that from my memory.
It's more like the idea of this game sort of makes me roll my eyes, but I can imagine trying it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd play it. I'd give it a chance, but it's just it's interesting. I'm speechless. I would never imagine in my wildest dreams that someone would be like, take this from thought to design and concept.
Right.
And then here it is.
So Pet the Pup at the Party, available now.
Has any actual gamers, streamers picked anything up? That's what I want to know. I'm going to find out about this later. You've given me something to do for at least 30 minutes later.
Yeah, you may have to be the guy who streams it. We'll see.
There it is. Wow. All right. Well, I hope that game, if it aims, it might be one of those things. I've seen games sometimes where they try to aim to mainly point out a social issue or something like that, and they want to try to offer help and mainly have it as like kind of an awareness campaign, so to speak.
Here's the problem. From that article, I wasn't able to tell if that was the game designer doing that or if that was the writer. This looks like, and in previous episodes of my podcast, I've been very vocal about people who want to sort of piggyback on a greater body of work and sort of put what I would call your shit on it. So,
I understand.
Yeah, so
I understand.
That may be fueling part of my sort of like reaction to this game. So let's move on. This next one is a Kotaku article titled "Shit My Kid Says Playing Zelda." And this is based on Breath of the Wild, of course. But the idea is, and I do like seeing parents get to write for actual gaming sites because I found it very difficult as a journalist who was a parent and from a pretty traditional background. Like, not a lot of people were very interested in hearing what I had to say. So I'm glad that Luke Plunkett here got to do this. So let me skip straight through the intro and to the things that his kid said while playing Breath of the Wild. It starts with stuff like, I got a huge leaf. And, oh no, a rock monster. On to some funny stuff like, where is your castle, bad guy? That's funny. You can just imagine a kid yelling this stuff.
That's crazy. Where's your castle, bad guy?
And so you have to picture him like hearing this stuff from the other room. I love apples. I eated all of the fish. Oh no, I swimmed out of swim. Whatever that means.
I swimmed out of swim.
I got a big sword and poked him in the tummy.
Ooh.
Yeah. I killed him because I want meat.
I might have actually said that before.
And Zelda is better than Mario, and I would agree.
No, I haven't played the new one. Have you?
No, I have the option of playing it on the Wii U, but I don't know if that's supposed to be like worse than playing it on the Switch. I don't know, so I haven't jumped in yet.
I have a buddy that played it on Wii U and said he loved it, and then a friend of mine has actually managed to get it to work on his PC somehow.
I know that's a thing, yeah, and I think that's because you can do like real basic Wii U emulation on the PC. I think and I'm not just trying to be Mr. Nice Guy. Like I haven't tried that.
Yeah, I got you. No, I understand. And it said that seems pretty cool. They really seem to like it. Man, better than Mario? I mean, we're gonna have to talk about this for a second. Like, what Mario are we going for here? Like, are we comparing it to Mario 64? I mean, that's
Now,
a tough Mario game to beat.
I can't speak for this guy's 2-year-old or whatever, but um, I think that the type of games they make for Zelda appeal to me more than the types of games they make for Mario. So I would rather be doing like top-down dungeon crawling and stuff than,
Mario.
super twitchy platformers.
I see that. Okay, I can see that because you know what? In all fairness, they haven't really quite made a game like Mario 64 since, have they?
Other than the
I don't.
ones where they directly tried to recreate it, no.
Yeah, I didn't think so. That game was something else.
Now there was some GameCube stuff. I know some people would listen to this and they'd be screaming Super Mario Sunshine or whatever. There were some GameCube era things that were pretty great. So
I didn't touch those, unfortunately.
and yeah, that's fine. So I would still say the average Zelda game is better than the average Mario game to me.
Yeah,
I do
I
think it's
think
preference because I think they're at the top of the heap for their different genres. So
yeah,
it's really whichever you prefer.
yeah. And you know what? I think that like you said, it's for you and like that type of game. I agree because now thinking about the recent Mario catalog, yeah, there's a lot of party stuff going on and everything like that, and they've definitely got a niche market for that. I would have to agree with that too. The Zelda games, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it makes sense.
And
And
boy, this final one that I've got for you is a little bit less gaming, unless you factor in Five Nights at Freddy's. And this is why I think gaming sites are covering this. Chuck E. Cheese is moving away from animatronic robots, so we can't have nice
yeah,
things. um,
yeah,
I'm
that's
they're saying it's part of an effort to modernize the restaurants, and I'm saying it's an effort to separate themselves from the Five Nights at Freddy's series.
yeah. I haven't been in a Chuck E. Cheese in so long. I assumed that was gone a long time ago.
And this is a big deal because Chuck E. Cheese took off because of Atari founder Nolan Bushnell, who
Huh.
who bought a pizza restaurant when he was very, very early on in his career because he wanted to take a restaurant and combine it with his arcade business that he was already started. And that's why we have Chuck E. Cheese that looks like Chuck E. Cheese now. So
Interesting.
I'd love to hear his thoughts on on these developments. But
Yeah.
I don't know if he might still be in charge. I'm not sure. But yeah, so they're moving away from animatronic robots and moving to, it says here, large dance floors where a human dressed as the rodent or the animals will come out and dance with children. I don't know if this is better. He's
Oh
laughing.
my gosh, man, that just sounds like
It sounds horrible.
I feel so sorry for the person that just gets stuck there. No, I mean, maybe they genuinely would like that. I could never fathom wanting to do that all the time. So, Godspeed.
I'm disappointed because my son is never going to have the terrifying experience I had as a kid, where they take you to this magical place where these animals dance around on stage and you're freaked out because you're a kid, but some adult goes, "It's okay, buddy. Those are robots. They can't move from that spot. Everything's cool." And then from outside the side door, this person in a costume runs out. And you're scared shitless because now this thing's coming after you.
You're like, well, it can move, buddy. Thanks.
I when I was a kid, this happened exactly that way. It wasn't Chuck E. Cheese. It was the big purple thing called Munch. And I hate that thing to this day. Because
I didn't never know its name. It's called Munch.
Yeah, it's called Munch, which is a perfect name for this big purple child-eating monster.
It is.
And this thing comes out in costume, and it's sort of coming towards my table. And I think I got up from the table where we were having dinner, and I like ran. Like I took off because I was like, I ain't having this. And I took off into like the ball pit, and I was going to climb up into the tubes. I'm like, that whatever that thing is, it's not coming up after me there. And it came up after me there. Because apparently that's the thing they did. So,
oh no.
So when Five Nights at Freddy's came out, like I didn't care for it. So yeah, my son is not going to have like half of that.
Bet not. I'm looking at Munch right now. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Thank you. Yeah. I'll take him to one of those restaurants when he's like 5 or 6, and he'll see the guy in the costume, and I'll go, son, that's a guy in a costume, and everything's going to be fine. You know, what it's not is a scary, jerky robot.
Can you hear me through your wailing?
Right. Yeah.
It's a guy in a costume.
Come back to me, son. Don't head toward the light.
Don't head toward the light.
So that was a fun way to leave off. Like this is on track to be the longest episode I've done already before intros and outros. So
ooh,
yeah, not bad. Dude, thank you so much for sitting in. You and I have been recording now for almost 2 hours.
Yes.
Because we did our other podcast too. So I appreciate that. And we'll have you back anytime you want, buddy.
Hey man, I enjoy talking about games. I got a lot to say, being an older gamer. Interesting to kind of feel like Soldier 76, to borrow an Overwatch character. Feeling older. I got a lot to say. So
we're all gamers now.
Exactly. Anytime you want to talk about games, man, I'm into it. I love it. Thank you for having me on.
All right. We will catch you next time. All right. John is awesome. So good to have him on the show. Thanks to him for taking time out of his busy schedule, especially after he just recorded on our other show. I will look forward to having him back. In the meantime, I would love if you would find the Game Dev Breakdown podcast wherever you like to download your podcasts. We're on iTunes, we're on Google Play, SoundCloud. Anywhere you are, you can find us there. Subscribe, rate, review, comment, share with a friend. Anything you'd be willing to do, we sure would appreciate. And we will be back next week with more good stuff. So for my friend John, this is Todd saying keep playing. We'll catch you next week.